in the heart of Sleepy Hollow, where the trees whisper secrets and the wind carries forgotten cries. A legend is born, a tale of fear, tale of the Headless Rider. Every villager knows the story. A headless knight, cursed to roam the night, searching for a head to claim as his own. His fiery horse gallops through the dark, and the sound of hooves means one thing: someone will vanish before dawn. A little boy heard the story from his grandmother. His face was scared, but also curious.
Remember, child, never wander the woods alone after sunset, or he will find you.
The warning from his grandmother still rang in the little boy's ears. He felt anxious, but in his eyes, there was a desire to prove that all of this was just a myth. Nighttime. A group of young people gather at the edge of the forest, challenging each other to walk across an old bridge that is said to be the place where the Headless Rider appears.
It's just an old ghost story. I'll cross that bridge and prove it's all nonsense.
A girl named Emily tugged on Jake's arm anxiously.
Jake, don't do this. What if it's true?
But Jake had already stepped on to the bridge. The wind suddenly blew harder. The lantern in his hand flickered. Jake's footsteps echoed across the wooden bridge. Everything seemed fine until the wind stopped. Silence. Too quiet. From a distance, the sound of horses galloping. Clop, clop, clop. The sound grew faster. His eyes widened. A black shadow appeared in the darkness, fire burning from the eyes of a giant black horse. And on that horse sat a rider, headless. He raised a large sword that gleamed under the moonlight.
No, it can't be.
Your head shall be mine.
Jake screamed and ran as fast as he could. He was so scared, the branches of the forest clawed at his skin. His breath was ragged. Jake ran into the village, looked back, nothing. He stopped, laughing nervously.
Hey, see, nothing to.
Suddenly, a heavy breathing sound was heard behind him. He tried to look back. It turned out that the Headless Rider was standing there, raising his sword. The sword was about to strike. Swoosh! Jake stumbled and fell into the mud. When he opened his eyes, everything was silent. No rider. No horse. His friends came running, seeing him shaking with fear.
You saw him, didn't you?
Jake was speechless. He just nodded, and from a distance, the sound of a horse laughing coldly could be heard before disappearing into the night. So, was it just a legend? Or is he still out there, waiting for his next victim?